Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's me, Transparental, or as a lot of people go, I'm assuming people are getting confused by this, Game Night Triple Eight. This is Game Night Triple Eight for anybody who's concerned. And if you want to know why I changed my name, I'm not specifying it again, not in the comments or in this video. You're gonna have to find out yourself by going to my pinned comment on Takeaway. So. Yeah, I'm just not addressing that again, because I've explained this several times, yet people will not stop asking, and it's getting kind of annoying, so, yeah. And I don't want it being a joke either, and I don't want my friends joking about it either in the comments. Though, before this video begins, I do want to say that, sorry if I've barely been uploading, but if you guys have seen my recent video, you will understand why, because I just haven't been motivated, and Bedrock's been kind of bad lately, and, yeah. However, though, Java's also been kind of boring to an extent, so I'll probably try doing a mix of Bedrock and Java a bit more. Because the thing is with Java Edition is I can barely find any good servers that I can actually play on consistently and have fun on without losing my mind with, because players on Java Edition, most of them, are literally the types of players that treat Minecraft like Minecraft Monday, basically. So, just visualize that. Just visualize that. But, yeah. Alright. I'll definitely try getting some more content out. Like I said, I do have something planned for April or whatever. Or April 10th. I do have something planned for that. I'll let other people figure it out what it is. If you don't know what it is, then I'll let you figure it out until then. But if you don't, then you can just wait till the day it comes out. And then, yeah, you'll know what it is. But till then, that's all on that subject, and let's get right into the actual video itself, and let's talk about what I think of this community. This also applies to the Java community to an extent, but at the moment, I'm just going to talk about the Bedrock community, because there are some things involving the Bedrock community that I barely ever see on Java Edition, and I want to specify that real quick. So, starting off with number one, let me think. Starting off with number one, and is the most common thing that you'll see in this community just from anyone: flexing. Now, what I mean by that is basically you're gonna find quite a few players, or just so many players, not a few, but a lot. I mean, and I mean a lot, because I can't find a single player in this community that isn't probably a 9-year-old that flexes whenever they get a kill on a leaderboard player or some slightly known player. And from what I've seen from that whole subject there is that, just revolving around that, I've noticed that a massive portion of the Bedrock community does this, whereas I can't go a single day without finding someone who acts like a child and seems like the type of person that will literally flex if they get a kill on any slightly known player. Well, I mean, I want to talk about some certain things about this. So, number one, what if that player isn't good? Like, who cares if you killed that player? Like, just the other day, I was watching in a server where I have admin. Basically, it's in the description, by the way, QCraft Academy. Feel free to join that. We are pretty close to 600 members, minus bots. And basically, what it was the other day, I know, Yanathan was playing High Sky Wars, right? And then basically there's this guy who just cleans him and targets him in a cluster of people. And, that's how Skywars works, that's how it happens. But then, what really was just absolutely frustrating and annoying to watch, and I really felt bad for Yanathan, was the fact that he literally went into the general chat and started saying, just destroyed Yanathan in Skywars, and was being utterly toxic about it, saying, oh wow, you all are against me just because I killed him, and he was being an absolute dickhead about it. And every person in the chat was against him, which that's what I like about it. Because I don't see any person that's going, oh wow, yes, and you died to this guy, L, or whatever. I'm actually seeing people stick up for him and just watch out for him, because the thing is, with people like Jonathan, I see him, he tries to play the community. he tries to play Minecraft more casually. Whereas the second he starts playing Minecraft casually, he's described this to me, but he feels as if though if he plays Minecraft more casually, he gets more people starting to flex about killing him, or it just feels like he's not allowed to play casually. And in his words, from what I've seen in his words, he phrased it as this: the whole community is disliking me as soon as I'm worse at the game. And that's how he literally phrased it. Because that's the thing when I feel like I play Bedrock Edition. I feel like I'm not allowed to play casually. I'm not allowed to have fun. I have to play competitive, and I have to sweat all the time. Because how it feels is if I die once, someone's going to screenshot it, share it across Xbox, share it with all their friends, maybe even upload it to YouTube, upload it to a couple Discord servers, and literally never frame it above their bed practically. That is something that people like me, Turtle, X-Clutching, and quite a few other good players in this community have to face, because we have to deal with the fact that if we're killed once, we get flexed about. The only time I would do that to a player is if they're a toxic being and they need to be taught a lesson. And I commonly don't have to deal with that, which is a good thing, but I try to stay out of drama as much as I can because I genuinely hate being caught up in just, in an argument with anyone, really. Like, if you guys have been around my channel for quite some time, you'll know with quite a few situations. I won't thoroughly give names or anything, but you'll know quite a few situations where practically someone was flexing, or if someone just had it, or if I thought something was wrong about a certain situation and that person was, well, you all get the point. Right, but basically, I have had to deal with so much toxicity as I've progressed in this community. At the beginning of when I first stepped into this community, everyone was really nice, everyone was very chill, nobody had drama or anything, but I feel like as 2020 descended, we got further into 2020, it felt like people were starting to change, and not for the better, for the worse, for much, much worse. It's because there are quite a few people I know that I used to hang out with and consider some close friends, but some of them, they just completely turned on me because I either made a simple slip up or a stupid mistake, and they've honestly, some of them have turned into probably the most toxic people I've seen in this community. And I won't give names here, but the other day, I'm pretty sure the QCast staff know who I'm talking about, but there was this group of friends, right? Basically, they all went into QCraft Academy, basically, and they constantly spammed the chat, broke rules, constantly trash-talking the server, and just didn't want to be there, but they were still there, and they were just still breaking rules. We had to keep muting them, and then it came to the point where we just practically banned all of them. Voice crack. And that's the thing about that friend group, is because I used to actually like talking to those people, but then they just changed for the worse, and I have no idea what's happened with them. I'll let you all figure out who I'm talking about, but still. Oh, and they probably still shit talk me to this day about anything, really. They probably still trash talk me, they probably still hate me, and I don't even know anymore. That's something I've noticed with this community, is people can't seem to just let go. Okay, sometimes there's certain beef that's lasted for months and months and months, and nothing has changed. I did that a couple times back then. I realized it's just not beneficial. And it just does absolutely nothing. Okay, just wanted to slide this in real quick. This is future game night, and past game night is talking there. And also, I just wanted to address this real quick. The only time I feel as if though beef is worth being, or just a grudge is worth being held, is if, once again, it's someone like Elgara or Sweet Kentucky. and if someone hasn't changed their ways or anything, and they haven't changed who they are as a person, then yes, feel free to hold a grudge against them. If they haven't changed their ways from being a negative person to a positive person, then I'm pretty sure that's worthy of holding a grudge, because as they're not gonna change, and I don't know, that's the thing. And they're not gonna really change, and you need to, I don't know, and they need to be reminded that they need to change, or else they're gonna think what they're doing is right, and they're not gonna change most likely. Just wanted to add that real quick, but really that's the only time you can really hold grudges or anything, and I still kind of do that with certain people like Gara, Sweet Kentucky, quite a few people. Well, actually, I'm not even involved in the thing with Sweet Kentucky, but still, I don't like him, just looking at his video. However, I can definitely say I don't like Elgara. Just, yeah. There's still quite a few people I hold grudges against, but it's only for people who I have a very good reason to hold grudges against, and I'm pretty sure that'll include a lot of people. Just want to slide that in real quick. I hate holding grudges, and I hate doing beef and everything, but at the same time, if someone's being an asshole, I'm not gonna tolerate it. This is probably one of the reasons, or just probably one of the many reasons, or probably the biggest reason I should probably be describing it as one of the reasons why I try to avoid playing Bedrock nowadays, because so many of them are literally childish, they're stupid, obnoxious, and they don't have common sense. And that's the thing, because I feel like with most people in the Bedrock community, as they get older, as time goes on, they realize, what am I doing playing on this stupid... What am I doing playing on Bedrock? What am I doing playing this stupid game? And then they'll either move to Java, or they'll completely move on from Minecraft. In which, that's something I've seen over time. I've known quite a few friends, and some OG friends who were around back then, but they just completely disappeared, and I have no idea where they are. A couple examples. Well, Fighter MD, he didn't necessarily disappear, but I just don't see him on anymore. B, W plays, he completely just vanished because he's dealing with IRL stuff. Shura, I'm not sure if you guys know Shura, because he was like a really OG person, and if you were around back then, you know who he is, but basically, he was a really chill person, and I really liked him around the community. He was nice to talk to, and he's basically an OG Bedrock Dojo person. And that's the thing with the Bedrock, stuff like the Bedrock Dojo. I tried bringing it back, tried bringing back memories. I brought back a couple people, but the server never worked out, so I completely just shut down that server and put it in lockdown, as in nobody can message, nobody can send anything. They can still read message history, but yeah, still not much they could do for messaging. And honestly, the best days were back in the old days, because there's the thing, like back in late 2019 is where I stepped into this community, and it was amazing, really. It was probably the times when I'm gonna have to say that before before Connect UHC season, or like slightly after Connect UHC season 5, or before it, I don't know. Oh, but I feel like as time went on, or as COVID went on in the middle of the summer and everything, I just started feeling not so motivated to do anything. I started feeling a lot less motivated to play Bedrock. I started feeling a lot less motivated to do anything, really, and I just wasn't happy. And that's the thing, because the position I'm in right now, let's be honest here, the biggest accomplishment I can think of myself ever doing is hitting 20,000 wins in solo Skywars. And what else in real life? Nothing. And that's what I have to live with all the time, because knowing the fact that I just haven't done much, I don't know. Oh, and that's why I kind of want summer to come around, because I moved to this new place. It's not that long ago. It's closer by the water, meaning Like, what's it? My family's gonna go out on the boat more often. They're gonna be doing other stuff, and I'll probably still be online in the summer, but I'm gonna try doing other stuff because I feel like what's mainly keeping me. I feel like why I'm not as happy anymore is because I'm forcing myself to play. Hey, I'm forcing myself to play this because I want to be able to just do the things I want to do, and I don't want to feel like I'm confined to this game all the time. Well, right now, I mean, this weather's good, but still, I kind of feel. Oh, the issue is with school around. What it is, I have to drive almost an hour to get to school every day and an hour back. Heck, and considering I only have a few hours, we'll probably have to be off my electronics and everything because it's a policy. Basically, that's the thing. I only have a limited time to be on here, and I want to be on here, but I don't want to be on here as much. Which, however, though, I do want to try doing other stuff, but the issue is, if I were to try doing other stuff, I wouldn't have the time for it, so that's why I gotta make as much time as I can and do as much as I can. But let's stop talking about me, and let's talk about this community a little bit more. Let's talk about ego. Oh, and now, I know instantly, I'm gonna probably get several people going in their heads. Wow, you have such a big ego, you are such a flexer, you think you're the best QCraft player. I try not to say that, I really don't. Oh, that's why I try not going around saying I'm the best QCraft player. That's why I always reply with, I don't know, because that's the thing. There's probably so many unknown players out there who play QCraft that are cracked at the game, that are insane. And yet, they're not noticed. And yet they could probably do something like Flawless Me, or X-Clutching, or that one Turtle, or just any of the good players, really. There are so many players out there in the community I know that some of them say it, but some of them don't say it. However, though, it makes me feel as if, though, they're being massively egotistical. Well, there's this YouTuber, I won't say his name like usual, because I don't know, but basically he makes these montages where he basically puts egotistical titles in there, and I don't know. Oh, and that's the thing, he basically just puts egotistical titles like saying, oh, like basically, summing them up, they're saying, oh, I'm a god, I'm the best, or whatever, basically. I'm the best at this, I'm the best QCraft player, it's just, he's not necessarily saying that, but that's the vibe I'm kind of getting when I see those titles, and I don't like seeing them, because whenever I see that from anyone in the community, I just ask why. Like, why? Nobody cares. Dude, like, don't be so egotistical about yourself. Don't be so held up about yourself. Like, just, I don't know. I try to avoid saying I'm the best as much as I possibly can, but I don't know. And also, I've been seeing a lot of best PvPer videos, and let me tell you all something. Most of them are the most inaccurate tier lists I've seen. Okay, I just lost track of where I was for like 1 split second because I literally just went AFK. But, let me think here. So there are like so many videos I see out there of people being egotistical, calling themselves the best, and just stop. I don't care, alright? Hey, you want to know the most egotistical thing I've done? The most egotistical thing I have done is I named my 20k montage The God. And the reason I did that was because the song was named The God. And I don't know, I felt like doing it. I tried thinking of a proper title, but I figured that The God was the best title. Oh, and guess what? That video gets like slightly more dislikes than most of my videos. I wasn't trying to be egotistical. I even said in the comments, I don't think I'm an actual god or anything. I guess I am a Skywars god though, considering people constantly say it. But it's like I said in like my True Sky Warrior description, I don't think I'm the best Minecraft PvPer. I really am not. Far from it. But I can say that if it comes to a game mode like Sky Wars, I'd say I am definitely above average than most people in that. Or not just above average, probably like way higher, just considering I've gotten, just think about it here, 20,000 wins, 100,000 kills, I played the game for so long. You can't say that I don't have any experience in that. But still, Oh, but if you're gonna say something about yourself, at least put some thought into it. Like, don't just, don't just kill a non that didn't even swing their sword at you and say, I'm the best Minecraft player in all of existence, bow down before me. Because if so, you're weird. Seriously. You're cringe, and I don't want to associate myself with you. And I don't think anyone else does. So, yeah, just don't. I don't know why people would do that. And also, this whole ego thing is a massive issue on Java. So for anybody who has an ego and is watching this video and plays Java Edition, can you shut up? And just another thing I also want to mention is that there are, just speaking of ego, there are quite a few people who I've known in the community. Like I mentioned earlier, there are quite a few people I've known in the community that are pretty toxic. Even some of my good friends. Like I said, some of my good friends, and they've gotten more egotistical. They've changed how they are. They used to be really nice people, but something changed about them. And why are there so many people? Why are there so many pedophiles now? Why is this community starting to get filled with pedophiles now? Oh, there's Gara, there's Sweet Kentucky. What is going on? Who's next? Oh, and another thing, I want to mention this subject right here because there are still quite a few subjects. Another subject I want to mention is about cute Minecraft players, about who's the best and everything. Like I mentioned, and like I mentioned, y'all need to start considering game sense and PvP. You can't just say, oh, he has game sense because he was able to kill this player. No, I mean game sense is in how fast you can play your games, how fast you can do stuff, or that's the same thing. I mean, how fast you can play your games, what your playstyle is, whether you're playing risky or safe or in the middle, and just how you approach situations in games. Like, you can't just base everything off of pure melee. It doesn't make sense, people. People, you need to try spreading this video out. Even if this video probably does contain some swears or something. As a matter of fact, I'll probably try cutting out some swears so I can get this video to be more kid-friendly so it can be spread out to the community, because I know there are quite a few people who are like, don't swear or something, but still. No, I'm just saying, guys, I don't know. And also, another thing I want to mention that I've seen around here, one last thing, I swear. Stop telling us how to run our channels, and we'll run our channels how we want to, okay? Hey, and about that whole ego thing earlier, about making videos about being egotists, that you can tell people how to run their channel on. But if, for example, you're telling someone to stop swearing, then shut up. Nobody wants your opinion. But still. Oh, what I'm trying to say is, with that whole don't tell us how to run our channel saying, like, don't tell us to stop swearing in videos, don't tell us what content to upload, don't tell us what we want to do. You can suggest, yes, you can make recommendations, but do not say, I order you to upload this content. If you're like that, then you're most likely just gonna get blocked from the channel, and you'll never get your opinion across. And if you don't like watching a channel's content, then just unsub from that channel or stop watching it, because you being there will not change anything. But yeah, just wanted to mention that. I probably have a couple more subjects I didn't address, but that's all I can really think of for now. I'll let you know in the comment section, or I don't know, I could make a pinned comment on things I didn't address, but still. Oh, if I want to, I could make a part 2 of this video in the future, but for now, this is all I can really think of, so yeah. Alright, that's gonna do it for today's video. Hope you all enjoyed. If you guys want to see more videos like this, I could try putting out more Skywars commentary or something, but you know, who am I kidding? I can't make that promise. I've tried doing that stuff so often, yet I've never gotten to it. But, yeah. Alright. That'll be it. Thank you all for watching. Have a nice day, and peace.